Hey y'all, it's Gord. It's Sunday. This is video number 2. And yeah, it's a curious question. Are we never meant to get that brass ring? Now, what I mean by that, I've always felt that throughout my life, that the idea of getting that brass ring that stems from the carnival days where there was a brass ring held just far enough away from the carousel that you couldn't reach it. But if you could, you got a prize. And some people, of course, some people are taller, longer, or better balanced than others, and some people get it, some people don't. But it became sort of an analogy of life, how we're always reaching for that perfection, for that Narnia moment, for that nirvana that we hope to find in life. And I was thinking today, as I go through these, like even now, it's a beautiful warm day, and I'm wearing a sweater inside the house with the heat on, because of my withdrawals from pharmaceutical products. And as I'm going through them, and I'm getting so emotional and so much in pain, and then absolutely nothing, then oh, it's just absolutely horrible. And while I'm going through it, I'm thinking, is this where I should have been at 54 years old? I've spent my whole life reaching for that brass ring, and I haven't gotten it yet. Or have I? That's what I want to discuss here. See, I very often, I'll throw out, I get an idea, and okay, nobody's home right now. Gordy, my older son, has gone with Pasha, my younger son, and gone and get a few more things at the grocery store. And my mind is wandering as to that, so I don't sit here and write down all my thoughts about it. I start the video, and I think my thoughts out with you. Now, my idea on putting this out was to ask you all, do you think we're ever meant to get that brass ring? Is it meant to be out of reach for those of us who will never stop reaching? Is it meant to be just so close that we, those of us driven to get there, will not give up, but yet never get there? And what is there? I love philosophy like that. I love thinking like that, because what is there? Am I there already? Let's examine my life. When some of my happiest times in life were when I was 16, 17, playing in a band, had a band and we played real hard. Judy quit, Jimmy got married. Actually, all of that happened, just names changed. But that was a beautiful, beautiful time of my life. It was a time of heartache, but it was a time of heart fill. It was a time of sadness and a time of just glorious, glorious happiness. It was a time when I not only could, but I saw beauty in everything around me, because life had not put its thumb on me yet. I love teenagehood. Beautiful time of a person's life. Is nirvana being able to find that again without the stress of who am I? Because we spend the rest of our lives finding out who we are, and we start losing what made us who we are, because life takes that away. Just life, society, having to think and all that. And then I think about me, myself, my early days, Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, do a good deed for others every day. one of the most important things in the statement of a Boy Scout. And I always believed that. My parents always reinforced how important it is that we don't live for ourselves, that we live for other people. That is me grabbing that brass ring. Every time I think that I need to make life better, I don't do it by examining my own life. I do it by examining the lives of those around me and how can I improve them. That will bring improvement to me. So, have I talked full circle? Have I reached? Do I have that ring in my hand? And I just don't know it. Because here I am, um, just only a few months away from full retirement. I'm on disability pension, but a few months away from full retirement. Uh, no, I can't pay all my bills. In fact, desperate if anyone can help me. But I'm getting by, and I'm loved by a lot of people. I make it through every day. And besides the days that this silly government restricts my access to my own medicine, most of the time I'm rather healthy. Did I already get my brass ring? And yet I'm still reaching. Have I have I therefore been trained really, really well? If you don't know you have the brass ring, you keep trying. And if you're trying, if you're reaching for that brass ring is what mine is, and that's good deeds for other, I should never stop. So I should never know that I have that ring. I should never examine my life so closely to say, I'm content. I can move on. Because I can't be content. I never measure my life on what's happening within my own sphere. My life is measured by those around me. Are those around me happy? Can I make things a little bit better for them? If I can, I'm improving my own life because they hang out with me, you know? That's the that's a bit of the hippie mentality, that's a bit of the gourd mentality, it's a bit of the birch mentality. I mean, birches, we stand very strong on the fact that we're here for other people. We always have. So that isn't just hippie. I'm pretty sure we were that long before that. And my father is the patriarch of those ideas. And my father, although very social and very open, was no hippie. He was just accepting. He knows how to accept people without having to agree with their ideals. I love y'all. Peace and cheers.